After pulling out of the Paris Climate Accord, there was this rumor that Donald Trump wasn't going to be invited to the climate change summit in France. And it kind of made perfect sense. As I said at the time, why would you invite Donald Trump? He is a distraction. He'll show up and insult people. He'll try to assert his dominance by pushing other world leaders out of the way. He'll add nothing to the conversation. He thinks climate change is a hoax conjured up by the Chinese. Why would you invite Donald Trump, even if he is the American president, to a summit where you are going to have actual adults discussing how to move forward productively and mitigate pollution and mitigate global warming and sea level rise and all of the other negative repercussions of climate change? And defenders of Trump said, no, 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 no. Trump's going to be invited. He won't go because he's too good for it, or he's too smart, or he's too busy, or whatever. Well, the invites have gone out, and the event is in the more advanced planning stages, and President Donald Trump is not invited. 50 world leaders are going to be meeting in Paris for a climate change summit, and Trump is simply not on the list of invitees. Expect a tweet any day now. Low energy, fake news, sissy French president called and begged me to go. And when I told him no, he says, I'm not invited to begin with. We are busy with the top stock market making America great again. No time for this bad or sick guy. Would that fit into 280 characters now? Maybe it was a little long. This is actually, for me, less about climate change and more about the reputation of the U.S. around the world. Even if you think climate change is a hoax, and for whatever reason, more people in the U.S. think that it's a hoax than in many other countries around the world, how can the American exceptionalism types be okay with the U.S. not having a seat at the table, an important table, among 50 other countries on something with such a major impact as climate change, which impacts a big portion of the economy? If I were one of the Southern conservatives or the rural conservatives that voted for Donald Trump for economic reasons, I'd be furious about this. Fighting climate change will actually be a job-creating explosion. Wind turbines have to be manufactured somewhere. Solar panels have to be installed somewhere. They have to be financed by someone. That is all economic opportunity that Trump is taking himself and the U.S. out of the running for. I would be furious if I was one of those vote for Trump for economic reasons Trumpists.
Yeah, but I think those American exceptionalists tend to also be nationalists too and want to pull away from the rest of the world. So I can see them justifying that.
Yes, but if the United States is going to prosper economically, you want to be selling stuff to other countries, don't you? Like solar panels or wind turbines.
Then you
or
have
whatever.
to convince those people that solar panels and wind turbines are profitable, and a lot of them don't think that they are.
They want to crowbar coal back into the national and international discussions. And so, yeah, Pat's probably right. There are Trumpists who will call this a victory, but it's definitely a loss. It's a major loss. And Trump is no longer going to let the French president go to Mar-a-Lago. So there, he's going to now be punished because he didn't invite Trump. Seriously, though, the fight against climate change is going to need to go around the United States as opposed to being pushed forward with the help of American involvement. And it's depressing for us, right? That's the reality, but it's the reality that we have to contend with. I don't know that there's much more to say. I get why they don't want Trump there. He'll add nothing, and if anything, he'll take away.